Hey guys, welcome to your post-presidential election 2024 reading. So now that President President Trump got reelected again, we're gonna take a look and see what we could expect. So I did get some viewer questions here. Okay, so we are going to take a look and see, now that he's won, is he going to be a good president? Okay. Is he going to help all people? What are his plans on, deportations, on the illegal immigrants that are coming into the country? And what are his plans just in general? Okay, so let's just dive into this. Obviously, this reading, it's just, the energies that are coming through in this very moment. Obviously, energies is fluid and it could change over time. This prediction reading that I did was quite interesting. It seems like a lot of people got this prediction reading wrong. Even like the top astrologers and also the top psychics got this wrong. So I do feel like there's like things going on behind the scenes, but let's just see what's happening here. Okay, so let's see. Let's just get right into it here. What messages do we have here regarding the post-presidential elections? What's going to happen now? Is President Trump going to be a good president? Is President Trump going to be a good president? Is President Trump going to be a good president? Okay, excuse my shuffle here. I did cut my thumb a few days ago when I was cooking, so kind of struggling a little bit here with shuffling. Just bear with me, you guys, okay? So we have the Chariot here, Cancer energy, and a Two of Wands. One of the things I'm getting here is that I feel like he will achieve some of the goals that he's going to set out to do. Here's the thing. With the Two of Wands here, he could be a little bit flip-floppy and a little bit wishy-washy here. I'm not surprised. I feel like all politicians are like that. I wouldn't say, I don't want to generalize it and say all politicians are like that. I'm just going to go ahead and say some, okay? So we have the Chariot here and also Two of Wands here. I almost feel like there's an energy of him like wanting to show people what he could do this time around, okay? Well, obviously, he's done a lot of bad stuff, right? And I don't want to, excuse some of his behavior here, but I feel like it's almost like this second presidential election for him, being elected, it's like almost like it's kind of like redemption in a way for him, it's like a chance for him to prove himself and also kind of put past, what he's done in the past. Does that make sense? Okay, let's see what else we have here. Will he be a good president? Will he be a good president? We have the Five of Pentacles here. This kind of leans into the other questions regarding the immigrant, the migration, the migrants, the migrant situation in the U.S. here. Will he do something about it? That's his like number one thing right now, is to, I guess, regulate the situation in a much better way. I guess maybe have something in place where we're actually vetting these individuals on how they come in. I remember a story that my dad told me when he came into the country. He went through such a long vetting process in order for him to get in. I just feel like it would be appropriate to implement that for also asylum seekers too. Obviously, I feel like people should be taken in, but I feel like personally, I don't want to go with my personal thoughts on this, but I do feel like, if I were to kind of tune into Trump's energy, is that it should be done the right way, right? No one should be just willy-nilly allowed into the country. All right, so the Five of Pentacles here and the Ace of Wands, I would agree if that he were to tackle that there should be stricter regulations surrounding it, right? So the Ace of Wands here, yeah, I do feel like that's one of the main things that he wants to tackle this time here, okay? Obviously, perhaps, the worries is that these migrants are taking away jobs from people that really need it, such as, permanent residents, U.S. citizens, right? So let's see. I'm really having trouble shuffling, you guys. Look at this. I cut. This is the scab. Yeah, I cut in 2 places. That's why I should never be cooking or be in the kitchen. I've never been a good cook. I've never been a good cook, you guys. All right, let's see. We have the Death card here. And also the Knight of Wands. Yeah, he's really in this energy of like, okay, I wouldn't say that he has like a true plan mapped out per se, but I feel like he's definitely kind of like pushing for change, you know, pushing for big changes here. And I feel like he's gonna stop at nothing until he achieves those goals here, okay? Energies we have here so far. Cancer, Aries, Taurus, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Leo here, okay? You know, I feel like this is more kind of like a representation of like what is going on in the current situation is that I feel like what Trump wants to do is to clear out or clear up all the mess that has been created in this current administration. Okay, so I feel like this Nine of Wands is more of a representation of the current administration. Okay, just there's a lot of times the way that I see also the Nine of Wands and the Ten of Wands is that there are just so many elephants in the rooms. There's so many issues that has not been tackled or resolved that with the Justice card here, he just wants to clear it out. Okay, he just wants to clear it out. He just wants to bring in balance, okay, into the world. Okay, is he going to truly execute? I mean, time will tell, but in this current moment, that is what's coming up in the energies. All right, remember I always say, you know, energy is fluid. It could change at any time. You know, this could come up right now, and then maybe 2 days later, he might change his mind. You know, because he does have a tendency to flip-flop back and forth, I feel. Yeah, he does have a tendency to flip-flop back and forth here. Let's just see what else we have here. Let's see. I'm just going to tap into this read and just focus on all the questions here. And just, I have a feeling everything will come up. Okay, let's see. The tulip. Yeah, you know, it goes back and forth here. Yeah, like I said, I feel like he doesn't really have a plan per se. Like he doesn't have a full plan mapped out, but his goals are to bring in changes here. Whether these changes are positive or negative here, I mean, it could go both ways, but he just wants to bring in change, especially with the Death card here. You know, obviously, Death card is a representation of revolution, rebirth here, transformation here. He wants to bring in change. Changes that, you know, where things will never be the same again, okay? Like he's really passionate about that here, okay? What else do we have? And the Ten of Wands here. Yeah, he has a huge undertaking here to really, I guess the way that he's looking at it, yes, to clean up the mess that the current administration has made here. And I feel like that is one of his that is one of his main goals right now, is to clean up. Basically, clean up America, right? Or if he has agendas, you know, abroad, like clean up the messes that has been created abroad here too, okay? The Ten of Wands here, all right? Let's see what else we have, you guys. We also have the Hermit, Virgo energy, okay? And also the Seven of Wands here, okay? What's on the bottom of the deck? Yeah, he wants to create some sort of stability here. Yeah, he wants to create some sort of stability here. I mean, I don't know. For me personally, I have a hard time trusting politicians here. But in this very current moment here, I just feel like he's fighting for the people. He's also fighting for himself too, I feel. Like I said, you know, what he's done in the past, I feel like it's almost like redemption for him, and I feel like he's trying to prove himself here. Yeah, any sort of obstacles that has been taken on in the last 4 years, his goal is to overcome those obstacles here. All right, I want to see what this Hermit card is about. And the Four Wands, yeah, he wants to bring in stability here. He wants to bring in stability here. And it really truly starts when he steps into the house, the White House, like I think in January, right? Is that when, you know, when he assumes office? Yeah, it really starts during that time, during that period here. So, will he be a good president? Yes and no. Yeah, he will do some of the stuff that he says he's going to do, okay? And perhaps maybe other stuff, he's going to be kind of like, you know, what do you mean? Yeah, it seems like his goals, his passion, his desires is to create change. And like I said, whether it's positive or negative, whether people agree with it or not, he just wants to create change, okay? He wants to clear up or clean up what the current administration of the last 4 years has created. He wants to clean it up, okay? So yeah, I do, yeah, I feel like Spirit is kind of like, you know, but he's gonna do the job. Yeah, he's gonna do the job here. Will he tackle what's going on in the United States first? I would say yes. Yeah, I would say yes. I'm not quite sure what he's going to do about the current wars that are going on here, but more so in this very current moment, what I'm feeling here is he's more focused on America here. Okay, so let's see. I'm just going to see what else we have here. What else do we have here? Okay, what else do we have here? What are his future plans? Obviously, we could talk about the future here, but you know, energy is fluid. It always could change. Even when I did this initial presidential reading, you know, I kept mentioning, even though it's coming up, the energies are coming up this way right now, it could change later on. Okay, and I think I posted this reading a day prior to the elections. So let's see. What are his plans? What are his future plans? What other future plans does he have? Page of Wands. The High Priestess here. Cancer, Pisces energy. I just feel like some of the stuff that is coming up is quite controversial. Yeah. I feel like this is something that I don't really feel comfortable posting on YouTube here. So, you know, I might take this to my Patreon page, but it does have something to do with, like, you know, female reproductive rights and stuff like that. So I do feel like one of the things that he wants to do is tackle that. What he wants to do about it, for the women out there that believe that they have a right to choose what they want for their own body here, okay, it doesn't look good for those women, okay? It doesn't look good for those women. But like I said, he might be thinking this now. In the future, he might change his mind. You know, like I said, energy is always fluid. It's ever changing. Okay, so you know, I would dive deeper into this on my Patreon. I did create a Patreon page, and I feel like moving forward regarding this Patreon page, I will post stuff that I can't post on YouTube. Yeah, I just feel like this is just too sensitive here. Yeah, especially for the women that I'm reading for here. Yeah, my only concern in this situation here, when it comes to the collective feminine wounding here, this is going to add to the wounding more of the collective feminine consciousness. Does that make sense? Okay. Yeah, I don't want to talk on that anymore, especially not here. Yeah, especially not here. Okay. What other plans do we have? What are Trump's? What are his other plans here when it comes to his presidency? Okay. So this is coming up very, 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 very strongly when it comes to female reproductive rights here. Yeah, this is coming in very strongly here. Look at this. We got the Devil here and the Queen of Cups. So let's say if something really inappropriate happens to a woman, you know, the woman doesn't have a right to say, you know what, no, I don't want this. You know what I mean? So I just feel like for the woman that I'm reading for that believes in female productive rights, it's going to be quite difficult. Yeah, for you gals out there. And I feel really bad because for the feminine collective consciousness, throughout time, there has been so much wounding for you all, okay? And I feel like as a collective, for the feminines out there, you guys need to band together and start healing. A lot of you guys are already doing it, okay? So if I look at it on a spiritual level, on a spiritual standpoint here, when it comes to this situation here, it's going to be quite challenging. Knight of Swords, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Okay, let's just see what else we have here. I do feel like he will tackle the wars that are going on around the world right now. Obviously, there's two major ones. Obviously, for those of you guys don't know, I'm actually here in a war zone. I do split my time between New York City and also Israel. So I also live in Israel too. So let's see. Let's take a look and see what he's going to do about the wars. Excuse me. Eight of Wands here. King of Cups. And it's so interesting. This Eight of Wands is very just representative of what I have experienced being here. When I look at the Eight of Wands here, I'm looking at rockets. And since I've been here, if you guys don't know, if you guys haven't watched me, I've been dealing with, because it's been so tense here, like it's been so active that I would say nearly every other day there's been air raid sirens going off and rockets coming in, okay? So when it comes to that, let's see, we have the King of Cups here too. You know, I'm kind of getting, like, with Spirit here, I'm kind of getting a resounding no that the wars are not going to really end quickly here when he assumes office. But I'm just going to see. But obviously, like I said, energies could change. Energy is fluid, okay? But this is what's coming up at this point. Yeah. He's going to have a very tough feat to really resolve these conflicts. Yeah, it's not going to be so easy. So, you know, when it comes to the current wars that are going on right now, I do see them continuing. This is interesting. I'm also getting that, you know, when it comes to wars, I actually got an image of a feeling that a civil war is going to break out in the US here too. Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting some, yeah, I'm getting like war between the people here. But obviously, like I said, energies can be fluid, energy can shift here, okay? Tell me more here. Tell me more. I did touch on the immigration thing, right? Yeah, I feel like one of the things I'm getting here, you know, when I tapped into immigration, that's one of the things that he really truly wants to, you know, resolve. We have the Page of Pentacles here and the Three of Cups. He's going to have a lot of meetings with the leaders that are dealing with these wars currently. Yeah, he's going to have a lot of meetings with them here. Okay. And like I said, I feel like it's going to be quite a challenging feat for him. Okay. I feel like he's going to feel like the burden, the weight is on his shoulders to really prove or show that he can create peace in these regions here that are going through war right now. No, I'm not going to take that. With the Knight of Wands here again. We got the King of Swords here. Okay, there he is again. We have the Six of Wands and the Two of Swords. Give me one more here. And the Five of Cups. This is really interesting. I feel like he will attempt to try and solve these conflicts here, but I feel like he's going to come up short-handed here. Yeah, I feel like he's going to be disappointed. Yeah, he's going to be a bit disappointed here, but I almost feel like he's not going to give up too. Yeah, he's not going to give up, so I feel like he's going to try and try and try. Okay, the Knight of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, the King of Swords, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, the Six of Wands here, the Two of Swords, and also the Five of Cups. Yeah, he's going to come up a bit disappointed here, okay? I feel like with the Knight of Wands here, that's like another big goal, is to also tackle that too, okay? Tackle the current conflicts that are going on in the world right now, okay? So let's see what else we have here. Let's just finish off the read by taking a look to see what else we could expect from Trump moving forward, okay? What else can we expect from President Trump moving forward? What else can we expect from him? What else do we need to know? I'm kind of like taking the questions and also winging it at the same time. Actually, let's look into this like deportation, the illegal migrant situation here. Let's look into that a little more, okay? And then we'll finish off the read with that, okay? With the Nine of Pentacles here. Remember the wall that he was trying to build, or that really, you know, I don't know what he was trying to do with the wall, remember, during his presidency here. I do feel like that's going to come up again, okay? Yeah, I do feel like that's going to come up again. But when it comes to deportation with the migrants here, yeah, I do feel like he's going to create balance in that, okay? So I feel like he's going to create balance in that Nine of Pentacles here and the Justice card. The World, yeah. So I do feel like he's got this migrant situation here. I do feel like there's a possibility that this can end, okay? With the Justice card and the World card here. Because I do believe I might be wrong. If someone knows, correct me. But I do believe in Europe, they already started doing that. Yeah, they already started deporting people. Yeah. Especially people that, you know, commit crimes and stuff like that, and they get caught, and they just get sent back wherever they came from. Yeah, but correct me if I'm wrong, because I think I heard it on the news or read it somewhere on Twitter. Let's see. What else can we expect from the Trump presidency? What else can we expect from him? What else can we expect from President Trump moving forward? Okay. Queen of Pentacles here, and the Eight of Wands, the Knight of Swords here, Queen of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands and the Knight of Swords here. There is another war that's breaking out here. I feel like during his presidency, another one can't break out. Yeah. Ooh. When I said that, I saw China just blaring, like just blaring red lights. Yeah. So that could be a possibility here. Yeah, that could be a possibility here. It might happen pretty quickly here once he assumes office, I feel. Yeah. Once he assumes office, I feel like it's going to happen pretty quickly. But like I said, energy could be ever-changing. It's fluid. Yeah, with the Ten of Pentacles here. Ten of Pentacles. Interesting. I could see also kind of like a civil war breaking out in Europe, too. But I feel like this could be further down the line. Yeah, I feel like this could be further down the line here. But I do get the sense that, you know, there's going to be some sort of balance, some sort of order that comes in. You know, I don't feel like it's going to be completely perfect, but there will be some sort of balance. There will be some sort of order here. We also have the Ten of Pentacles here too, okay? And the Three of Cups. Okay. What else do we have here? Yeah, you know, here's the thing. Is he going to help people? Yeah, I do feel like he will. Yeah, I really do. And I do feel like people that support him are going to be really happy. I also feel like people that didn't support him or does not support him, I do feel like to a degree, I wouldn't say they're going to be really happy, but I feel like they might be satisfied, you know? Here's the thing. One of the things that really stood out when he was president for me during COVID, I lost my job during that time, right? As you guys all know, okay? And he was giving people extra money. You know what I mean? Weekly, especially the people that were claiming unemployment. It was like another, I don't know, I think it was like another $1,000 from what I recall, on top of the unemployment that you're already receiving from, you know, from the government, right? So he gave us extra money for like, you know, 6 months. So it did me well, you know. It gave me an opportunity to save a lot of money during that time, and you know, every time I look back at that moment, I mean, he's not my favorite person, but there are certain things that he did that I felt like it helped me. Not just speaking for myself. I feel like he helped a lot of people too, right? So yeah, I do feel like, you know, he is for the people here. I do feel like people are going to be really satisfied and happy with him, especially for the people that really truly support him, and for the people that don't support him. Like, I feel like some people, I would say some, I don't want to generalize it. I do feel like some people will be very satisfied. Okay, so you guys, I hope you enjoy this reading, okay? Like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you want me to do more of these readings. You know, I do feel like there are certain instances, like certain topics I feel like I can't talk about on here. And I really want to start launching my Patreon, start talking about just current events, you know, celebrity stuff, you know, anything when it comes to like celestials and, you know, spirit and, you know, anything that, anything that's hidden, that's not being seen by people. Like, I feel I want to talk about that stuff if you guys are interested. So let me know, you guys, and thank you so much for tuning in. I'll speak to you guys in another reading. Bye, guys.